What's up, guys? My name is Jimmy Allison. In this video, I'm just going to do a quick introduction to the compressor. There are 4 basic parameters that you want to master when using any compressor: your ratio, your attack, your release, and your threshold. And for this video, I'm going to use the show transfer curve view, which can be selected right here. You have 3 different views for the compressor. For the first setting, I'm going to talk about the threshold. The threshold is basically at what amplitude the compressor will start to engage. I set my threshold right around that lighter green spot, which is actually the RMS meter. The darker green meter on top here, that's the peak meter. So Ableton Live 9.5, this isn't available in earlier versions. It added the peak and RMS for you. The next setting I'm going to adjust is the ratio. The ratio is basically how much compression. Right now it's set to 1:1, which is basically no compression at all. But I'm going to go ahead and change it to 2:1. And you'll notice the little line curves, and we have like a little knee right here. And basically what this means, with a ratio setting of 2:1, for every 2 dB the signal goes above threshold, the compressor kicks in and only allows it to go up 1 dB. If I were to set this to 4 dB, it would be for every 4 dB above threshold, it only goes up 1. So let's listen to that. Now I'm going to go ahead and just solo out the drums so we can focus on that. I'm going to bring down the threshold a little bit more so you can hear it. And depending on how you want it to sound, the next 2 settings I like to talk about is the attack and release. The attack is how long it takes for the compressor to kick in once a threshold is breached by the signal. And pay special attention to this gain reduction meter here. This will tell you if the compressor is working and when it is working. Notice when I turn down the attack and make it faster, it starts to bounce around a lot more. The release is how long it takes for the compressor to let go after the signal falls below threshold. And notice when I turn it all the way up, the gain reduction is still releasing. So these parameters are going to be set depending on what you're compressing. For drums, you generally want a fast attack and a fast release. But say for like a bass, especially a bass guitar, you might want a lot longer release to increase the sustain, as well as vocals. And I'm going to talk about one bonus parameter, the output gain. Basically, when you put a compressor on, you want to ensure that the amplitude does not increase. You're trying to reduce the dynamic range. That's the purpose of a compressor. You want to decrease the loud part so that it's closer to the quiet part so it can sit in the mix better. That's the whole purpose of the compressor. So if you put the compressor on and it just turns it up, that's not really what you're trying to do. So you use the output gain to adjust the volume changes in case the compressor turns it down or up. And a good way to see if you're setting the compressor right, just go ahead and A/B it by turning it off. And I'll click my peak meter. So I'm actually losing about 2 dB. So let me go ahead and bump that up a little bit. Whoa, a little too much there, buddy. That's about right. You don't have to fiddle with it too long. You can even just use your ears if you would like to do it really quickly. And the bonus tip. You can actually grab this ball when you're in this view of the compressor and set both the threshold and the ratio. Which makes really quick work of setting your compressor. Thank you for watching. My name is Jimmy Allison. I teach 101 lessons online and in Austin, Texas. Check out my website, austinabletontutor.com, for more information.